Grand Rising, my kings and queens. It's your girl Mell B coming through with a vintage vibes and golden memories on this Throwback Thursday. Dust off your dookie ropes and get ready to slide into nostalgia as we kick off your morning with love, legacy, and a whole lot of soul. Let's rewind the clock and shine like we used to. Because back in the day, we was dope. All right, today our affirmation of the day is my past taught me, my present fuel me. My future is mine to define. Take a moment to honor your chapter in your journey so even the plot twists. You survived it all. Now let's thrive. Our word of the day is resilient, able to withstand or recover quickly from a difficult situation. And a lot of us are resilient. Our urban word for the day, because it's Throwback Thursday, is word. Remember we said that? So it's a classic agreement or confirmation of truth. So an example would be you coming to the cookout, word, 90 certified. All right, on to our news headlines for the day. Look at me, Lord. Oh, that's cute. That's so cute. For New York, City Council is considering a proposal to turn underused office space into affordable housing. Commuters face long delays after a signal outage snared subway traffic. Harlem Street Fair this weekend is expected to bring out thousands of people. I know that'll be fun. In Los Angeles, Mayor pushes new initiative to combat youth homelessness in Hollywood. A series of earthquakes rattled the San Fernando Valley last night. No injuries were reported. The Lakers season is looking promising with new preseason wins. Chicago. Police are investigating a string of overnight carjackings on the South Side. Meanwhile, CPS teachers are pushing for better mental health resources in the school. Navy Pier is prepping for the return of its fall food festival. Houston. Rising temperatures trigger another heat advisory across the region. A third-party energy provider is under fire for skyrocketing utility bills. Astro World Memorial Site still draws visitors ahead of November anniversary. Atlanta. Local HBCUs are celebrating a surge in enrollment and graduation rates. Buckhead residents complain of traffic Buckhead residents complained of sorry there. Buckhead residents complained of traffic disruptions due to the new road construction. And T.I. and Tiny announced a free community concert for the holidays. I got tongue-tied here this morning. All right, Miami. A new seawall project aims to curb rising tides in the Biscayne Bay. Tourism is booming as Art Basel releases its winter lineups. The Miami-Dade High School was placed on lockdown after a false threat report. Washington, D.C. Congress is in heated talks over a proposal for small business stimulus bill. Metro stations have begun countless fare testing this week. Howard University unveils plans for a brand new performing arts center. Tampa. City workers strike over pay disputes and contract delays. The Riverwalk expansion project gets green-lighted. A new Cuban bakery in Yuba City is drawing massive crowds. Good morning, Dad. Tarpon Springs. Sponge Deck celebrates their 120th anniversary with Greek Heritage Festival. Tourism numbers are up 25% since last quarter. Local businesses are calling for extended boardwalk hours. Milwaukee, Bucks fans swarmed the city after preseason victory. The city council reviews noise ordinance changes in nightclub districts. The new Black-owned bookstore opens in Bronzeville. Okay. Jackson, Mississippi. New mayoral New mayoral campaign launches focus on fixing the water crisis. Local HBCUs are hosting a citywide homecoming block party. Jackson State football teams prep for major conference clash. Ontario, new health mandates roll out amid rising COVID cases in schools. Drake teases a new album collab with underground Canadian artists. TTC subway fares may increase in 2026. Vancouver, environmentalists protest pipeline expansion near Indigenous land. Vancouver Film Festival opens tonight with Black Canadian filmmakers in the spotlight. Traffic expected to worsen with bridge repairs on Granville. Bless up everyone in Jamaica. Kingston, crew extended its sections to St. Andrew after gang violence spike. Dancehall artist Idonia, I hope I'm saying it right, Idonia, to headline Heroes Day concert. Government announces new tourism job initiative. Montego Bay, cruise ports see busiest week since 2019 with 5 ships docked. New airport terminals near completion. New airport terminal nears completion. Local vendors want more involvement in tourism decision making. Ocho Rios, a new marine conservation area was unveiled this week. Hotel bookings are up 40% ahead of the winter season. Local farmers market launches organic product section. Negril, beachfront vendors protest new permit fees. Jet ski regulations tighten after recent tourist injuries. Tourism board celebrates Negril's inclusion in top 10 Caribbean destinations. Cayman Islands. Cayman Airways expands Cayman Airways expands its U.S. routes. Real estate boom continues as foreign investors snatch up luxury properties. Debate heats up over tax return reform. Nassau, Prime Minister unveils Prime Minister unveils climate resilient housing plan. Junkanoo rehearsals kick off ahead of December festivities. Cruise revenue hits post-pandemic high. Okay, on to the weather. All right, our weather for today is starting with New York. Your conditions will be partly cloudy with a high of 72 and a low of 59. Los Angeles, your conditions are going to be sunny throughout the day with a high of 84 and a low of 66. Chicago, your conditions will be breezy and with showers in the evening with a high of 68 and a low of 54. Houston, your conditions will be hot and humid with a high of 90 and a low of 75. Atlanta, your conditions will be isolated showers with a high of 79 and a low of 64. Miami, your conditions will be thunderstorms today with a high of 87 and a low of 76. Washington, D.C., your conditions today will be mostly sunny with a high of 74 and a low of 58. Tampa, your conditions will be storms clearing out with a high of 86 and a low of 72. That in Tarpon Springs, you're gonna have light rain with a high of 84 and a low of 71. Toronto, cloudy. I'm sorry, Milwaukee. Conditions will be chilly and clear with a high of 68 and a low of 48. Jackson, Mississippi, you'll be mostly sunny today with a high of 85 and a low of 63. Toronto, your conditions today will be cloudy and cool with a high of 62 and a low of 49. Vancouver, your conditions will be drizzled all day with a high of 59 and a low of 46. Kingston, your conditions will be hot and humid with a high of 91 and a low of 77. Montego Bay, you will have PM showers with a high of 89 and a low of 75. Ocho Rios, you'll be mostly sunny all day with a high of 90 and a low of 74. Negril, thunderstorms are coming late in your area with a high of 88 and a low of 76. Cayman Islands, your conditions today will be sunny and breezy with a high of 87 and a low of 78. And Nassau, today you will have scattered showers with a high of 84 and a low of 76. All right, on to sports. In the NFL, we will highlight week 6, where the Washington Commanders played the Los Angeles Chargers, and the Commanders won 27-10. The Denver Broncos won against Philly Eagles 21-17. And the Jacksonville Jaguars played the Kansas City Chiefs and won 31-28. And in football tonight, Thursday night football, it will be the Eagles against the Giants, 7 o'clock p.m. on Amazon Prime. All right, in the NBA, today they're having a preseason game, and it'll be the Miami Heat versus San Antonio Spurs. And there's also the Bulls will be playing the Cavaliers tonight. In WNBA, we have they are okay. Sorry about this. I got my papers mixed up. I'm sorry. The NWA. Oh my goodness. I'm really going back Throwback Thursday today, right? WNBA. It would be the Aces over the Mercury. They had their score yesterday was 90-88. They meet again tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on ESPN. In baseball, we're going to have today's games will be Phillies versus Dodgers in game 4, and the Brewers versus the Cubs in day form for game 4 for the postseason series games. All right, now on to our daily focus, our daily feature segment for Throwback Thursday. All right, let's rewind to 1994. Ooh, I can't even remember back that far, I don't think. The year we got TLC's Creep, Martin was still on the air, and pagers were still popping. Today's feature dives into impact in the 90s Black sitcoms on culture, confidence, and community. We're saluting the queens of living single, the realness of Moesha, and the hilarious legacy of Jamie Foxx Show. Sorry. The paper's sticking together. The 1990s was a golden era for Black sitcoms, full of laughter, culture, and iconic characters who shaped the vibe of an entire generation. Here's a curated lineup of standout shows that defined the decade and also echo in today's storytelling. First we got is The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It ran from 1990 to 1996. It was starring Will Smith as a street smart teen from Philly sent to live with his wealthy relatives in Bel Air. The vibe on this show was the comedy meets culture clash with heartfelt moments and unforgettable fashion. The legacy gave us Carlton's dance, Aunt Ville's wisdom, and one of the most emotional father-son scenes in sitcom history. I remember that. Him and Uncle Phil standing in the living room. I remember that episode. All right, then we have The Ladies of Living Single. That show ran from 1993 to 1998, starring Queen Latifah, Kim Coles, Erica Alexander, and more. The vibe on this show was Brooklyn-based sisterhood, career hustles, and romantic drama, the blueprint for Friends. The legacy it left was it empowered Black women with style, wit, and unapologetic ambition. Then we have Martin. It ran from 1992 to 1997. And it starred Martin Lawrence as a Detroit radio host with a wild cast of alter egos. The vibe of this show was fast-paced, it was outrageous and full of catchphrases. You go, girl. Everybody remember that? The legacy it left was it elevated physical comedy and gave us iconic characters like Shanae and Roam Me Rome. Then we have Moesha. It ran from 1996 to 2001, starring Brandy as a teen navigating life, love, and family in LA. The vibe of the show was coming of age with real issues, from dating to death to college dreams. Legacy it left. It paved the way for teen-centered Black narratives and launched spin-offs like The Parkers. Then we have A Different World. Everybody remember that one? 1987 to 1993, starring Jasmine Guy, Kadeem Hardison, Cree Summer, and more. The vibe of this show was HBCU life, activism, and young adulthood with style and substance. The legacy it leaves is that it tackled race, gender, and politics with grace, and it made human college iconic. And last, we have Family Matters, 1989 to 1998, starring Reginald VelJohnson, Joe Marie Payton, and Jaleel White as Steve Urkel. Did I do that? I remember that part. Vibe of this show was it was a Chicago family values with a nerdy twist. The legacy it left is Urkel became a cultural phenomenon. Suspenders, snorts, and all. That's our Throwback Thursday segment. All right, we're going to get into our book club, which we're still reading 48 Laws of Power, and we're on Law 20. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry, my mouth is dry. That's probably why I'm stuttering. Okay, the law reads, do not commit to no one, to anyone, I'm sorry. Keep your independence. Power players stay in control by remaining unattached to people or causes. Never letting loyal cloud strategy. In business or love, don't get locked into one side too early. Control the narrative by remaining unpredictable and hard to pin down. So don't be afraid to be the wild card. Let them guess. Keep them guessing. All right, our cause of the day, I chose Alzheimer's disease. Reason being is because I think everyone has a family member or friend that goes through signs of dementia per se. If it's anything, it's for knowledge to, because we all have older parents. I know my mom has dementia, so I would like to let everyone know, give you a little heads up and information on what Alzheimer's disease is and what signs to look for. Alzheimer's disease, or AD, is a progressive disorder that slowly destroys memory and thinking skills, and eventually the ability to carry out the simplest tasks, daily tasks. It is the most common cause of dementia, a general term for a decline in mental ability to mental ability. I'm sorry, excuse me. It is a dementia, a general term for a decline in mental ability severe enough to interfere with daily life. Alzheimer's is not a normal part of aging. It is caused by the abnormal buildup of certain proteins in and around the brain's neurons, or the nerve cells. These toxic changes can begin years before the symptoms even appear and lead to loss of connections between neurons and eventually the death of brain cells. The symptoms of this disease, the early stage is of mild Alzheimer's. In the early stage, the person will appear healthy, but family members and friends begin to notice different difficulties that they're starting to have. Memory problems, particularly recent events, are really the first sign. Then there's the middle stage of Alzheimer's. This is the longest stage, where brain damage spreads to areas controlling language, reasoning, and sensory processing. The fourth stage is the late stage, which is severe Alzheimer's. In the final stage, plaques and tangles are widespread, and the brain tissue has shrunk significantly. The person loses the ability to communicate or respond to the environment. There is currently no proven way to prevent Alzheimer's. However, substantial evidence suggests that adapting certain healthy lifestyle habits can significantly reduce the risk of developing the disease or slow the rate of cognitive decline. Preventive care focuses on habits that keep the heart and brain healthy. There's physical exercise regularly, aim at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobics exercise every day. Manage blood pressure, cholesterol, and diabetes. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, and type 2 diabetes are known risk factors. Work with your doctor to keep these under control. Adapt a brain healthy diet. The diets like the Mind diet, a hybrid of Mediterranean and DASH diets, emphasize vegetables, especially leafy greens, nuts, berries, fish, whole grains, and limit red meat, sweets, and fried foods. Stay mentally and socially active. Engage in activities that stimulate the brain, such as learning a new language, reading, playing games, and maintaining a strong social connection with family and friends. Avoid smoking. Smoking significantly increases the risk of heart disease, stroke, and dementia. Prevent head injury. Wear seatbelts and harness, helmets, and take stops to prevent falls in the home. Prioritize quality sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of restorative sleep each night, as for lack of sleep can affect the brain's ability to clear toxic proteins. Ooh, that would be hard for me going to bed and sleeping 7 to 9 hours. I don't know what that looks like. I'll get 4 hours and I'm good. But I guess, like this says, over time, what does it do to the brain? All right, resources that provide support, education, and research information. Um, the first one is Alzheimer's Association. They provide education, support groups, and 24/7 a 24/7 helpline and funds research. They have a 24-hour, 7 days a week helpline with a number of 1-800-272-3900. And that, once again, is Alzheimer's Association. Then there's the Alzheimer's Foundation of America, which offers educational materials, support services. It services a national toll-free helpline manned by licensed social workers. And this helpline number is 1-866-232-8484. And last, you have your local community resources, which many communities have local chapters of the national organization, as well as area agencies on aging, which you can connect to with local support groups, adult daycare services, and respite care. I hope that information helped you a little bit, especially symptoms and how to prevent Alzheimer's. We're all getting up there. So as long as we're educated on what to look for, you can get to your doctor, early and have yourself or your family member checked out. All right. On to our fun fact of the day. Did you know the first music video ever played on BET was the video called "Video Killed the Radio Star" by the Buggles in 1980. Wow. BET and in the videos, I think our TV stayed on that all day and all night just to watch the videos and music, and you're dancing or you're trying to record stuff. Back in the day, it was fun. I don't know what y'all are doing today. Yeah, it's too much electronics and stuff. We actually had some fun. All right. All right, Dad, here we go. Our history for the day. The Montgomery bus boycott 1955 wasn't just Rosa Parks' moment. It was a 381-day movement that changed civil rights laws forever. Dr. Daniel Hale Williams performed the first successful open heart surgery in 1893, at a time when Black doctors faced extreme discrimination. Claudette Colvin, 15 years old, refused to give up her bus seat, months before Rosa Parks. Her bravery deserves equal honor. And our inventors, Sarah Boone invented and improved the ironing board in 1892 to make dress sleeves easier to press. And we have Frederick McKinley Jones invented refrigerated trucks, revolutionizing food and medical supplies transport. And we have Alice H. Parker created a central heating system using natural gas in 1919. All right, and our quote of the day is, quote, "If you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you're going," end quote. Maya Angelou. Our song of the day, throwback edition, is "Before I Let Go" by Frankie Beverly and Maze. If this didn't make you two-step in your kitchen with your coffee, you might be a robot. On to music and entertainment news. We have Usher confirms Confessions Part 3 is dropping next year. Lord, can you imagine what this album gonna be? Aaliyah's estate is in talk to release more unreleased tracks in 2026. Wow, that would be awesome. 90s hip hop is being inducted into the Smithsonian's archives this month. That's cool. That's good. All right, celebrity gossip. Right. How many confessions does he have? It's like, man, what else did you do? All right. Celebrity gossip. We got Brandy is working on a memoir about her rise from Moesha to music icon. Lorenz Tate. Ooh, fine, Lorenz Tate. Teases a possible sequel to Love Jones with original cast. Ooh, child. That takes me back. That's one of my favorite movies. And MC Light is launching a scholarship fund for young women in hip hop. Go, Miss MC Light. And I saw her. I think it was on one of the social medias, and she looks dang good, y'all. She still look good. She is a beautiful woman inside and out. Our celebrity birthdays today. We have Brandon T. Jackson is 41. He's an actor and comedian. And I don't know if anybody remembered the show Monk. I used to watch that. Tony Shalhoub is 71 today. Ooh, I didn't know he was that old. And then we have TV personality and music manager Sharon Osbourne is 72. All right, our tech tip of the day: that two-factor authentication. Ooh, why am I so tongue-tied today? The 2FA. All right, it's an extra layer of login protection that uses something, like a password, and something you have, a cell phone or an app. It's like locking your front door and deadbolting it. Turn it on for email, bank information, and social media now. Finance tip of the day. We're still in the stock series, learning about stocks. So today we have EFT, Exchange Trade Fund. It's a bundle of stocks you can invest in all at once. Safer than betting on just one company. Great for beginners wanting to diversify. All right. I have to get into stocks more. I think that's another source of income. All right. So our lifestyle segment today. I don't know where I get it from, but I did another one with oxtails. So we have our soul food recipe of the day is slow braised oxtails with gravy, butter rice, and sauteed cabbage with smoked turkey. Our drink of the day would be pineapple ginger mojito. Fresh pineapple juice, mint, lime, ginger syrup, and a splash of soda. Our men's health tip for today is stretch daily. Flexibility reduces injury and helps circulation. And again, my daily tip for men: go to the doctor, go to the doctor, go to the doctor. Women's health tip today: B12 deficiency can affect mood and memory. Check your levels today. And a small relationship tip is say thank you more. Gratitude makes love last longer than flowers. I hear that. And relationship advice today, we have for couples: want more intimacy? Unplug together. Reconnect with conversation, not content. For friends, don't forget to check in on your strong friend. Throwbacks remind us who's been solid since way back. And family, honor your elders today. Call someone who paved the way for you. All right, I am introducing a new segment under my lifestyle segment, and it's called Daily Care. It's a daily care segment. So for women, try today will be cleanse the day away ritual. Today, give yourself 15 minutes to reset with a facial steam and gentle cleansing routine. Use a bowl of hot water, add a few drops of lavender or eucalyptus oil, and let the steam Heat your skin for 5 to 10 minutes. Follow up with a mild cleanser and your favorite serum or moisturizer. While you're at it, throw on some lo-fi or smooth R&B and let stress melt away. Why this matters is because facial steaming opens up your pores, boosts circulation, and helps your skin absorb products better. It's self-care and skincare rolled in one. All right, for men, barbershop vibes, home check-in. Fellas, today's tip is about grooming with intention. Trim that beard, shape up that stash, or exfoliate your face. Yes, you too, Kane. Use a gentle scrub or exfoliating glove in the shower to refresh your skin and reduce ingrown hairs. So why this matters? Grooming isn't just about looks. It builds confidence, self-discipline, and tells your subconscious you care about yourself. Alrighty. So a challenge for everyone is to take 10 full minutes today just to unplug. No phone, no noise, no expectations, just be. Whether it's soaking in a tub, sipping some tea in silence, or sitting on the porch, give your nervous system a break. Your nervous system will thank you. All right, on to our horoscopes for today. Aries, stop doubting your intention. You're glowing on purpose and with purpose. Taurus, that idea you've been sitting on, time to plant it and watch it bloom. No more second guessing. Gemini, you're the vibe and the blueprint. Today's chaos is tomorrow's content. Own it. Cancer, get out of your feelings and into your focus. This is your money era if you let it be. Leo, let them talk. Lions don't sleep over opinions of sheep. Keep your crowns high. Just a little bit. Virgo, rest is production too. Your overnight thinking is blocking your blessing. Breathe. Libra, balance isn't about perfection. It's almost peace. Prioritize your calms in your soul, and you will find your peace. Scorpio, secrets will be revealed. Stay poised. Not everyone deserves access to your depth. Sagittarius, adventure calls, but so does responsibility. Handle your biz, then hit the road. Capricorn, quit shrinking. Your goals scare my small minds. That's their problem, not yours. Aquarius, disrupt, rebuild, repeat. You were never meant to fit in. That's your superpower. And Pisces, dream big, bigger. No bigger than that. You've got magic in your hands today. All right. I would like to give a shout out to our sponsors. One is Bellow Burn hot sauce. The flavor that kicks back. It's really good. It's really good hot sauce. And we have RAS Herbals, Wellness the Natural Way. Ask Ray and she will let you know whatever herb you need and to help you. Or just, to relax you and taste good. As far as the teas. And then we have Colorane Candles, where the scents meet your soul. Her candles smell so good. You can leave. I left one in just didn't light it or anything. Just left it in the bathroom for the scent. And it scented and just illuminated my whole bathroom. It just smells so good. They're very good candles and they're pretty. All right. And then I want to update you on all of our events coming up. For instance, tonight we have the show Chief and Go at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then once again, back on Tuesday night, we're going to have Kickback with Cookie at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then October 22nd, the Women Unscripted will come back with another show. So stay tuned for that. And then, of course, me every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whew, that throwback was a ride. Remember, family, every chapter of your story got you here. The music, the memories, the melanin is all part of your magic. So as we close out this Throwback Thursday, stand tall on your legacy. You didn't just survive, you remixed the struggle into a soundtrack. This is your girl, Mel B, signing off until tomorrow, where we shine for Future Friday. Be bold, be booked, and always, always stay fly, butterfly. I said what I said, period.